story of God, the one and only story you're gonna get. Believe it or not, if the black turned to white, and I am a black girl sitting here, a brown woman, if my stomach is telling a story, it doesn't matter how bad it sounds, try to see which words works for you. It's very important. I am a wind that is secretly killed by my own grandchildren.
Alles weten over je favoriete sport. Zoeken op startpagina geeft alleen relevante resultaten.
I want to play a video, but they put advertisement from the Dutch. This is how the Dutch people speak.
Overzichtelijk en betrouwbaar. Ontdek het nieuwe zoek.
The system know I'm posting a video and they're showing me a sexy girl. When I'm trying to post on video, I think they try to say to me that this girl is better looking, interrupting, killing my minute. If you understand, I am translating for the consciousness. I am on the now, but this video is an old video. I am in the future. The video is an old video.
Op startpagina.nl. Startpagina. Elke klik is raak.
Now, what does that say? Well, time will tell. I cannot start the video. The system know I'm taping a very important video, but they choose to interrupt it. Instead of I play the Donald Trump, why don't I leave their advertisements to be the Donald Trump video I was expecting to post together with Best Voice. I am a wind that does not live inside 3 billion people in the world. I'd rather be the fly in a food container than live inside an empty skeleton. The last 42 years, I have my body, I have my house, I have my family. I was busy in my own bedroom, touching my private feeling, and I end up falling inside 13 years old girl's stomach. I was wrapped with clots in the stomach, and the breaches were in hospital, and I can challenge the breaches. They cannot lie about this, because since 2007 the UK is fabulous than ever. Since I started posting my orgasm 2008, the breaches that was in hospital, they colonized Sierra Leone. They have my 2 younger sisters, plus they have 6 daughters. They multiply my vagina, and they living off everything I do. For 60 minutes they play back my masturbation. Today I am 991 days. The UK is not playing back my masturbation. They have the parts, but they don't have the every 60 minutes playback. They really believe that I am just a counting age. They think, oh, every 2 years I am my sisters, because they believe my mother and my grandmother, they're just my grandchildren, and it's just my age counting down. The saddest thing, they cannot see the dot is not the seed that become the tree, that become the leaves to become the apple. They eat the apple, they see the seed, but they never pay attention with the seed that is buried underneath the ground. To tell you a little bit story about where I came from, it's illusion. Stick with me, maybe you will able to find out your own illusion in your own mind. I was an ordinary wind living in the darkness. And then manifestation of water on the floor, shouting for a life. And in the water on the floor, there is this kekas that are dancing in the mud water. The mud is growing in the big tree, and now the mud is growing the kekas to look like the worms, and they live underneath the dots. There is passion of vibration underneath the dots. And then transition of water become the little animals you see on the floor, the ants, the gongo bee, all those little tiny spin manifestation. And now the little self, me, need to get off from the floor, because when the water is constantly running, my body is swept away from the water. And I try to manifest a tree so that I can climb up in the tree and sleep in the tree. And as I manifest different type of animals, and I manifest different type of trees, and now climbing up according to the vibration that live in the tree, become the fruits, the mango, the banana, the pawpaw, the coconut, according to the vibration of the feeling of different. The ant is living here, the greenwich is living here, the different type of little animal translation become different type of tree, which is just houses for nature. And in this tree, crawling up, and then become the apple tree, not blooming. And now food came out, the apple fall down, and out of the apple, because there was no tree, there was just water, and came the kekas, and then become a tree, and all little animals climbing, building a house in the tree. Came the apple fall down, and because I am a wind, I have to build a body that is food body, so I don't have to look for food, and now I can fly around. Now, you're like, how can you be conscious to fly around? Well, the tree standing, the breeze is blowing. The food fall down, and now out of the rotten apple came the body made of the food, and now flying around. And in the vibration of the flying around, self vibration, feeling, came the Maya Dabai, the light in the backside. And these tiny little flies, if you look in history, you will see there are tiny little flies with white light, and now flying around, and in the conscious mind of the me, that is talking in this body, to download it in a video. So one day when this body is dead, there will be a baby that will take this video serious to tell the body but the body forget, because it take me a long time to grow up to able to find out my mind again. I need masturbation, vibration to get me to my consciousness. So saving it, hoping that one day someone will remind me when I'm the 12, 13 years old. Now, climbing up to my level, becoming the tree, seeing, okay, there was no tree, there was no fruit, and there was no fly. If the seed can become a big tree, I can able to transplant this fly to also get bigger. And now the fly is growing, the light get bigger and bigger and bigger, a manifestation. Now the light become the eyes of all the animals that have no eyes before. But it's just one, it's just the one. The one came from the water, manifestation, making different tree, become the smart fly that thinking, okay, the tree get big out of the nothing, the seed. The fly can also get big to become a light, but without the goddess that has to get pregnant to make the baby boy and baby girl, there will be no light. Now Maya the Bai, the goddess, not become boy and a girl, manifestation, and now the light get bright. But the power of the light now control every creatures. And now all the creatures see is observing, and now they start judging themselves. Oh, you don't look like me, you don't look like me. And now there is competition, and the eyes is now showing them there is a different trees, and now there is problem because the light is now differentiating the body that was one consciousness that have no differentiation. Now because of the light there is different, and now there is war in paradise. The mind get bigger, the observation of this animal get the chance to know, oh, if you can get big, we can get big also. But they forget they cannot be the light, because the light gets bigger to show all of them. The light gets bigger to show all of them. And now they say, well, we can also get big, but we can follow the light. Now the light is big, they need the light to see, but the light lost its body. The light was a little light in the back, but then the light explodes by losing its body, because the body is now stretched to be the light, and now need to use the eyes of the other body and then sending vibration in the body to get feeling. Now starting another video to able to continue with my illusion. It is illusion. It's like a drop of sperm. It's now telling you we have ministers. If you believe the ministers and you believe they will die, when the drop of sperm is still printing the future ministers. If you can cry for a pop star, which is one drop of sperm, but you never cry for the wind that is pretending to be the pop star.